Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney are headed to court. They have a trial date set now for March 16th, 2026, in the lawsuit that their ex-business partner, Chef Penny, filed against them, alleging that Maddox and Maloney did not uphold their end of a business deal that they had made with Chef Penny. That's Chef Penny's allegation. And just a few hours ago, it has been reported across mainstream media that the girls are headed to trial. The court has set a date for March 16th, 2026. It will be a trial by jury, is what Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney are asking for. The trial is expected to last for 5 days. And the new news articles that are coming out have reported that Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney are headed to trial with their ex-business partner, Chef Penny. And we actually saw, so as Vanderpump Rules fans, we actually saw on season 10, the Scandival season, that there were these cracks in the relationship starting to form between Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney with their former business partner, Chef Penny. And Lisa Vanderpump had introduced Ariana and Katie to Chef Penny. Lisa Vanderpump has a relationship with Chef Penny, and that Chef Penny has helped Lisa Vanderpump with her restaurants and tastings and things of that nature. We've seen Chef Penny on the show previously. And so, according to Chef Penny, she was brought in by Ariana and Katie to assist them with their sandwich shop, something about her. She alleges that the deal was that Chef Penny was supposed to receive 10% of operating profits in exchange for serving as their COO and their lead culinary person there. On the VPR show, season 10, we did see that there was some tastings that Chef Penny did help the girls out with, one of which was at Sir. And it was on the episode prior to the Scandival season finale, where the girls were showing off their Greek goddess sandwich and the caprese, and Chef Penny was there helping with that. And then on season 11, Lala Kent was saying, oh, well, I kind of sensed this deja vu. I thought that we had already done this because I remember that we had this tasting, very similar tasting with Chef Penny last season. So now they're headed to trial. No settlement has been reached, and the girls are basically kind of calling out Chef Penny and saying, hey, okay, we're ready. We're going to go ahead and fight this in court. The parties have not yet reached a settlement in their fight over their sandwich shop. And according to court documents that were obtained by In Touch, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge has set the trial date for the parties to face off for March 16th, 2026. The court believes the trial will last around 5 days. Ariana, who's 39, and Katie's fight with Penny over their sandwich business, something about her, has been going on for several months. Back in July, Penny, who works as a chef, filed a petition against Ariana and Katie, accusing them of breaching a deal that they had in place over the business. So according to Penny in court documents, Chef Penny claimed that the Bravo stars promised her a 10% cut of the business to serve as COO, which means Chief Operating Officer / Director of Culinary at the West Hollywood restaurant, something about her. Penny said the deal was reached in June 2023. The agreement said the parties were to, quote, jointly engage in the business of developing, creating, owning, operating, promoting, and otherwise profiting and benefiting from a restaurant, fashion, merchandise, and lifestyle brand, business, and property to be known as something about her. Chef Penny said she spent a ton of time and money on developing the brand and obtaining trademarks for the business. She said she was promised a $7,500 per month salary that would increase to $10,000 over time per the alleged deal. But however, Penny claimed that things turned ugly when Ariana and Katie refused to comply with the terms of the deal. Penny asked the court to find the deal was valid and to force the women to comply. Something About Her did open in May 2023 and has had long lines ever since. Yeah, I mean it's a really it seems like they have really good food. I've never been there, but in watching their Instagram stories and seeing the long lines and how individuals really seem to like the customers really seem to like what the girls have done with the shop. It seems like it's become a potentially profitable business. And so, Chef Penny is saying, hey, look, I'm owed this cut. I am owed this cut. They didn't want to comply with the terms of this agreement, and Chef Penny sued Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney. So let's see now. Let's keep reading through this article and see what the news is reporting currently. Katie and Ariana have denied all allegations of wrongdoing in the case. Their lawyer argued that Penny had failed to allege sufficient facts to support her claims. The duo asked the court to throw out Penny's petition and to not grant her requests to enforce the deal. The date for the legal showdown being set comes as Bravo announced that producers would be recasting Vanderpump Rules for season 12. Sources told In Touch that the original cast was kept in the dark about the decision until receiving a phone call hours before the network revealed the plans to the world. So that's interesting. So sources are telling In Touch that the cast was not aware that they were going to be recasted in season 12. Although on their respective podcasts, Sheena Shea and also Lala Kent, they have talked about the fact that they knew it was coming. Like Sheena said, I knew it was coming, kind of had this sense. Lala had even said that she actually had not wanted to go back to Vanderpump Rules for even season 11. She had been nervous to do that after the season 10 Scandival season. But notably, and very interestingly, some sources are allegedly telling news outlets that the cast was kept in the dark and they were only told in a phone call that they were not going to be coming back for season 12 of Vanderpump Rules, and that instead they were going to revamp the whole cast and have new cast members. That's interesting. If that's true, that would be a very interesting way to go about it for Bravo after 11 seasons with Sheena Shea. Tom Sandoval is also an original, regardless of how you may or may not feel about him. He is one of the original cast members. Katie Maloney is an original cast member. Tom Schwartz, even though he was not originally on the show as a cast member, he has been around since season 1 as Katie's boyfriend, then husband. So that would be a really interesting fact if Bravo had waited to share that news until they were about to announce it to the public. So Ariana reacted to the news by posting a series of throwback photos of her with her friends and castmates. Vanderpump Rules, you will forever be that girl, Ariana wrote. She continued, I was up till 4 a.m. looking for all the right pics and the right words, but there's no post or caption that could ever encapsulate everything. Thank you especially to the fans. You've been the constant over the last decade. Your love and support is what I'll miss the most about it ending. You made this show what it is, Ariana said. She ended, quote, to the fans who have shown up for us, old and new. It's all because of you that we are here. I'm feeling at peace with closing this chapter, and I'm excited for everything that is to come. I don't know that these were the best days of our lives, but were definitely something special. That's really sweet. That is absolutely, that's very sweet that Ariana kind of left things off in saying that. And I see, she is so successful. She has so much going on that I really think that she is likely at peace with the show being recasted. She's probably ready to move on to bigger things, quite frankly. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. My goal here is to bring you the latest news updates in the entertainment news. I saw that this came out and I needed to hop on here and give you guys the scoop. Let you know that your girls, Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney, have been given a trial date by the judge in their civil suit with Chef Penny, their former ex-business partner. They will be going to trial, according to the court documents, on March 16th, 2026. So they've got some time to prepare. That's a little bit of a ways away. But the judge expects that it will last 5 days. So let's all, keep them in our thoughts. And I will continue to cover any of the news that comes out about Vanderpump Rules and their legal battles. I recently covered Lala Kent's trademark infringement suit against Cosmesi LLC over the Give Them Lala mark. And I am also covering, I've just recently dropped a video on Tom Sandoval and his very interesting statements recently about how he feels that reality TV stars should be paid. And I will continue to cover the Something About Her litigation, Ariana Madix and Chef Penny. Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney v. Chef Penny. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good night, friends.